The COVID-19 pandemic will not be the last pandemic humans will witness. This was said in as many words by World Health Organization Chief Tedros Adhanom. You're watching TV9 Digital. I am Adarsh Vepachedu, and in this video, I will be telling you about World Health Organization Chief's message for people on the occasion of International Day of Epidemic Preparedness that falls on the 27th of December. The International Day of Epidemic Preparedness was called by the United Nations General Assembly to promote the importance of prevention, preparedness, and partnership in tackling epidemics. The WHO chief spoke about how the world is not prepared for a pandemic and that the need of the hour is to learn lessons from the current pandemic to better prepare for the next one. He laid emphasis on the need to beef up preparedness capacities.
The world is not prepared for a pandemic. We must all learn the lessons the pandemic is teaching us. First, all countries must invest in preparedness capacities to prevent, detect, and mitigate emergencies of all kinds, whether they be natural occurring epidemics or deliberate events.
Now, it has been spoken about how the coronavirus originated at a wet market in Wuhan, given the kind of conditions that animals were stashed in. This simply goes on to highlight the link between humans, animals, and the planet, which needs to be improved. In essence, the need of the hour is better hygiene and a better grip on climatic factors.
The pandemic has highlighted the intimate links between the health of humans, animals, and planet, which we can only address with a One Health approach. Any efforts to improve human health are doomed unless they address the critical interface between humans and animals and the existential threat of climate change that's making our Earth less habitable.
Now, the WHO chief also spoke about how, for too long, the world has operated on a cycle of panic and neglect. The moment there is a pandemic, countries begin to spend billions not really preparing for the next pandemic in a sustainable manner. Tedros Adhanom outlined the need to invest in public health to ensure a safer world for future generations.
History tells us that this will not be the last pandemic, and epidemics are a fact of life. But with investments in public health, supported by an all-of-government, all-of-society, One Health approach, we can ensure that our children and their children inherit a safer, more resilient, and more sustainable world.
What may come as a surprise to you is that just a few months before the novel coronavirus broke out, the Global Preparedness Monitoring Board's September 2019 first annual report on world readiness for health emergencies said the planet was woefully unprepared for potentially devastating pandemics. And the current pandemic only proves this very point. It is time countries and governments have a plan in place to ensure we are better prepared for the next pandemic instead of waiting it out and having an oblique approach to it. If you've liked the information that I've presented to you, make sure you like and share this video. And yes, do not forget to subscribe to TV9 Digital on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Many thanks for joining us.